Okay, hi everyone. I am just going to make a video to show you a new tool that's really exciting that we have for MycoMap BC and connect it a little bit to what I was talking about at the meeting on December 8th and clarify a couple things. So I wanted to just go back to this slide. This slide was recapping what we're asking of collectors for MycoMap BC in terms of what's necessary and what's very helpful but not strictly necessary for their collections and when they send them in. So the first part that I'll just really quickly touch on again is the voucher numbers being entered correctly. That just means on INAT when you type them into the field that you make sure you don't put any spaces and you put the number in its entirety with any leading zeros. And the reason this is important, especially now, is because we have these great QR codes on the slips. So when you go print new slips, you'll see this. And all it does is I'm going to scan this, it's going to spit out the text of the voucher number. But then I can use that voucher number to pull your observation automatically, to pull the INAT number automatically. And if you have a space after the 5 or you're missing a leading zero, essentially it's just not going to be able to pull your observation. It won't work. It's not the end of the world. That's why we have the INAT number field. It's important to still fill this out. It's essentially like the backup. But the more we can get this kind of dialed in, the easier and more streamlined everything will be. So that's the main thing here. The rest we talked about the Ziplocs and everything. And the second part, the tool I'm going to show you kind of comes in here because I talked about sending your specimens in order by voucher number. So by order of these numbers, ascending or descending, doesn't matter. And then I talked about a spreadsheet, but I didn't really say anything about the format for the spreadsheet or what I wanted in it or how to make it. And some of you know you can make a spreadsheet on iNaturalist and tell it what you want to put in it, but I have a much easier way to do that now that I'm going to show you. So this tool was made by Ben Keen. Ben is a MycoMap participant and a programmer, and he offered to code this for me in his spare time and for everyone to use. And I think you're going to find it very helpful. So what it is it's a very simple way to make a spreadsheet, a CSV file of your MycoMap data, and also do a data quality check. So I'll show you what I mean. What it's going to do is when you put your INAT username in, it is going to find all of your observations in the project. And then you can pick the dates to put in. So let's say you're sending me a package and it has all your fungi from December 1st to December 14th. You're going to pull a sheet that has the dates that include everything in that package that you're sending me. And then you're going to press generate. So you can see here, 104 observations were found, but it also found 5 mistakes. And it can catch different kinds of mistakes. If you manage to put a space into the voucher number field, it'll say missing voucher number. If you have managed to put a space elsewhere in the number, it will let you know it's not the correct format. And if you have duplicates, which is so helpful, so you can see here, these are 2 different iNaturalist numbers, same voucher number. So you'll want to go in and correct that because actually it won't let you download the file until you do so. So I'll just show you. You can click these, open them, and then we can see here. So here's our mushroom. Hard to read, but 12424 is the correct voucher number. And that's why it's so helpful to always take a picture of your mushroom with the number so you can go back and catch errors like this. And that one says 12424. So that one's right. Can leave it. So this must be our duplicate. 12428. Yeah. So we have 12424 in the field. We're going to switch that to an 8. Very easy. Boom. So now that's fixed. Could go in and fix the rest of these. Take away the space from the one that shouldn't have a space here. Great. And you can read here, it might take 5 to 10 minutes for them to disappear. So wait a little bit, run it again, and once you've fixed everything, it should all look like this. So I'll show you an example of that. We pulled John's from this period. We've already cleaned it up. Everything looks good. You don't have any red bubble. And now you see you got this download CSV box. So you can press that, you can open it up. And the great thing is too that once it's been generated, you don't need to do anything to this. It's already formatted in a way that works for me. It's already ordered your voucher numbers chronologically. It's got everything I need. So exactly how it is when it generates, it's ready to send off. You kind of barely need to look at this. It's got your INAT number, username, the date you observed it, and a link. So it's ready to go. And how you're going to get that to me comes back to this. So I mentioned in the meeting on December 8th that going forward, if people could fill this out every time they send a shipment to me, that'd be great. And there's kind of two ways to fill it out. We'll say like in full, and then there's a shortcut for if you filled it out in full before. My ask is that come 2026, fill it out in full once, please, because people have been handing me stuff at Mycological Society meetings and shipping things with their friends. That's fine, but if you could fill it out in full once for 2026, that'd be great. So that in full means you have not submitted this form before. And you know what? I'll change this to say in 2026 to be more clear. And once you have, if you're on your second shipment of 2026, you can press yes. And then you're basically skipping everything. It becomes very short. All I want to know is how many specimens, how many collections are you sending? The more precise, the better. Um, and then you get this option, would you like to attach a CSV file? So that's where you can upload the file that we just downloaded. It will get sent to me, and then you get the address. And just make sure that you press submit. I need to rejig this somehow so that it doesn't like give people this address and then have this little submit at the bottom. People miss it all the time. They're like, I think I filled it out. So anyway, I'll try to fix that, but please press submit. And then I'll get your Excel file. And basically what that does is it saves me the work, especially if you have a lot of specimens. I can just copy paste those into the master spreadsheet I'm going to be making anyway. No manual work, not even scanning needed. And I can just start the tissue sampling. So, play around with this. It was so great when I ran it on my data. I found duplicates, I found problems. I'm sure lots of you will. It's so easy when you're doing this on mass to miss a thing here or there. And even if you've sent your specimens in months ago, you can still fix this if you find problems because not all of it's been processed yet. It's at Mycota in the queue, it's at the lab in the queue. So it's still very, very helpful for you to go through, look at your data, and see if you can catch any problems. So that is it for me. If you have any questions, shoot me an email. And if you have any feedback about the site or encounter any bugs, let me know too, and I can pass it off to Ben. Thank you very much, Ben. Okay, bye.